Glenn County is one of the first in the state to take part in a plan to help the severely mentally ill homeless by potentially forcing them into treatment. Action News Now reporter Tori Apodaca shows us how this program will work.
The program is really about helping those people who are suffering from severe mental illness, meeting them where they're at, and then bringing them here to the Glenn County Courthouse to go through a civil care court to decide what type of treatment might be best for them.
It's pretty tough out here.
Living on the streets isn't easy. Adding in a severe mental illness like schizophrenia can make it even harder.
I see a big need for housing or anything for people on the streets.
That's why Glenn County is implementing the state's new care court system, where a family member or acquaintance can petition the court to get a person into treatment.
It's supposed to be the minimum level of care to prevent higher levels of care like conservatorships and things like that.
The recent point-in-time count showed that about 60 people in Glenn County are homeless. It's based off this number that behavioral health believes that around 20 people will qualify and go through this care court program yearly. The court hearings will last about 3 months. Then it will be a year-long program with check-ins every 60 days.
How is that individual doing, and do we need to change the care plan at all? Are they meeting goals?
Glenn County received $1.1 million from the state to start the program. But the behavioral health director, Joe Hallett, says there are some challenges his team is still working out to make it happen.
I feel like we'll end up pulling clinicians and case managers off of other duties to do this, at least initially.
That's because right now the county has a 25% vacancy rate in clinical workforce. Another concern is housing.
We have no residential treatment or anything of that kind, or residents for behavioral health consumers at this point in time. We usually have to send them out of county.
In this county specifically, I don't actually see a need for it, but there are those out there that do suffer from it, and there are those that could benefit from it.
I think the hope of this is it'll be one more tool that we have and one more way of engagement.
Right now, Glenn is just one of the 7 counties in the state that's piloting this program. But come December of 2024, all counties across the state of California will need to implement the care court. Reporting in Willows, Tori Apodaca, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
Glenn County plans to start the program by March. To qualify for care court, individuals must be unlikely to survive safely without supervision or be a threat to themselves or others and have a diagnosis of schizophrenia, spectrum, or other psychotic disorders.